The motion of pole plant and turn and moving through the snow on 2 planks, nothing else matters in the world except for right then and there. I needed an escape, and skiing was that for me. I remember vaguely there being something wrong within the family, within my mom and dad. And that moment, receiving that call, was really the slap in the face that it's about to get real. Sick footy, dude. Like, are we really making a movie on this dirtbag? I was a wild child. I literally had like Joe Dirt mullet down to the middle of my back, running around, screaming and yelling, high energy. I was probably a lot to handle as a kid. I lived in a rural part of Bozeman, which, you know, we had a place to run around and be free and explore and use our imagination, which, you know, I think is a really big part of why I am who I am today. It was me, my older brother Kyle, and then my mom and dad. My father was rough and tough, but a sweetheart down below. But my mom, on the other hand, was that positive reinforcement no matter what. My parents were really supportive of me getting out whenever I can and experiencing as much as I could. Growing up in a place like this that is this cold, this desolate, you have to have a certain outlook on life to appreciate it. When it's negative 35 outside and you're gearing up to go skiing and you're excited about it, maybe we're a little bit crazy, but we fully embrace it. It was always skiing and baseball for me. That's what we pursued. For me, baseball was obsessive. It was all I could think about. It was everything to me. I really don't think there's anything that compares to the smell of fresh cut grass and it's summertime and you're running onto a baseball field and you have a crowd full of people and it's a special experience. Growing up as a kid playing catch with my brother and my dad in the front yard to hit me ground balls in the front yard. I mean, we would just spend hours and hours and hours.
Yay! Rips one down the right field line. Go, Keith, run!
It was baseball in the spring, the summer, and the fall. The second we hung up the cleats, it was, you know, weather started to change, started to get a little colder. It would start to be the time to think about skiing.
Well, first you kind of start out by controlling them. I mean, literally between your legs, and it's hard as a parent to physically do that. And then often you'll have a leash attached to them where you control, and then all of a sudden you let go of the reins and they're out there and you just kind of visually watch it and try to tell them the best thing to do so they don't get hurt. And then he started skiing with friends, doing crazy stuff, building jumps, doing kind of terrain parks. Heck, those kids had PVC pipes scattered all over my backyard with jumps and rails.
On the back of my dad, he had this funky little backpack setup, and he would literally ski around with me on his back. I mean, he taught me how to ski, how you teach someone how to swim. He clicked me in and pushed me down and said, figure out how to stop. And I definitely learned quick. And I still can't swim. Whoa, what's he got? Come here. It's my best bud. Got my ugly mug on the wall looking mean. Pretty sure I tripped on a triple though at bat before that. I know I caught a cleat and fell on my face. Some old sticks. They used to ski on these things, like 210s, stiff as 2x4s. Skiing the same stuff we are. This is our family theme. It's kind of words our family lives by. I got it tattooed on my wrist. It's a Robert Earl Keen song. It's kind of one of those songs when my mom was really going through it. That was a song that kind of kept us going. I was brought into this world a mommy's boy.
Happy birthday, dear Keith and Karen. Happy birthday to you. Now make a wish, sweetie. Okay.
I was born the same day as her. She brought me in on her birthday. We shared the same birthday, and that was something that we held really special to us. You know, it was a special day for both of us. She always told me that I was the best gift she ever received. Any bad day that I had, or if I had trouble going to bed or whatever, she'd always sing me songs at night in this rocking chair, and I'll never forget those moments. I mean, she was just the amount of comfort and positivity that she was always willing to give, no matter what. Really, my mom was, growing up, was my best friend. She was my crutch. I remember vaguely there being something wrong, and there being kind of some stirring within the family, within my mom and dad, and I knew something was off. You know, basically, they told me, like, hey, your mom is sick. We don't know much more than that, but your mom is sick.
Keith literally would brush her teeth most nights. She would come in, and that was something he did a lot. We had to give her pills through a feed tube, and he often would help do that kind of stuff. He definitely learned a responsibility, a big responsibility, and the value of family.
She was beginning to lose her ability to walk. It started from her being on a cane to a wheelchair to her being completely bedridden. And seeing that happen over time, it really messed with me. But even though that was happening, she always kept a smile on her face, no matter what. No matter what. And it was never, ever about her. It was always about everyone else. I got a call from my brother. He gave me a call in the middle of the day, in the middle of class. I took it, and he said, I'm outside, and you need to leave right now. It's Mom. And that drive to the hospital was one of the longest drives of my life. She was unresponsive. She was on a ventilator. And I wasn't sure I was going to get to say goodbye to her. After a week of her being in the hospital, there was a time where she woke up. It was after one of my night games here. I was still in my uniform and walked in, and that smile. She greeted me with the most warmth you could have. It was, at that point, I thought things maybe could get better. We sat down, we talked about my game, we talked about how it went, and it was a special moment for me because I didn't think I was ever gonna have it again. After that, things progressively got worse, and she ultimately passed away a few days later. The last words that I said to her, leaving for a doubleheader that morning, I said, I will make you proud. Ultimately that day, I had a couple of the best games of my life, and I know she was watching down at me. And that day was when I started pointing to the sky after every single hit that I had, thanking her for watching down on me and giving me the opportunity to play baseball, giving me the opportunity to be in this world.
He knew she was going to be watching down and wanting him to make something of himself and be a good person. So That was a big motivating factor at that. I mean, I don't know how things could have been a lot different, you know, as far as that goes with both of us. But he and I grew together quite a bit, and we had to. I had to grow as much as he did. I really did. So I counted on him very much. So
I fully embraced how good I have it. I've never taken in so much in my life and appreciated so much of my life as I did that morning after losing my mom. At 8 years old, my mom was diagnosed with progressive multiple sclerosis. When I was 13, my dad was also diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. It's one of those things where you can either feel sorry for yourself and ask, why me? Why my family? Why my dad? Why my mom? Why us? What did we do wrong? I was cut from the baseball team. I was told I couldn't do it. I was told I never played college baseball. I was told I couldn't do it. I was a college dropout. I had a 1.2 GPA. I was told I would never make it. I was denied job after job after job that I wasn't talented enough. But I did it. I made so much positive progress, and it just threw me into this reverse state of anger and confusion. One of the main things my mom taught me was that every day is a gift, and that you can attack it with the right outlook, the right energy each day. I get to get myself out of bed with my own two legs. She couldn't. I get to go to work. I get to wake up and do whatever I want. Some people don't get that opportunity. And skiing is truly a special thing to me that I will hold dearly to me till I can't do it anymore. It's a place where I can reflect. It's a place where I feel most creative. It's a place where I get to be surrounded by some of my favorite people, and I've created some of my favorite memories on the mountain, on skis. It is truly therapy for me. I need it. I have to have it. And I really think that this place, in skiing as a whole in Montana, when I'm up here on this mountain, I think this is as close as I can be to her.